Alright, we're going to be scrubbing these carpets. We're going to extract them afterwards, but we're going to scrub these carpets real good because they were pretty dirty when we vacuumed, so go ahead and we got one spot right here you can kind of see, and the manager thinks that they bleached the carpet accidentally and tried to cover it up with some dye of some sort. So we'll see what happens to that, if anything. There's definitely a mismatched color there. He's already done the closets.
Yeah, we don't do the closets on camera. That's too boring to watch. Nobody wants to see it. I don't want to watch it either if someone else did it. This is a pretty worn out carpet, but we're going to make it look like it's basically brand new.
Got a little red.
Yeah, I see it. That's candy stuck in there too, needs to come out. It's hard candy. It may not show on the video, but the carpet's coming out real nice now.
Yeah, we'll get the carpets all fluffy. First, the pre-vac, we went from 2 directions with overlapping passes. And so that helped get the carpet fluffed up a little bit and got all the extra dirt out. And so this is going to fluff the carpets up even more and help get the fibers opened up. And then we'll run over it with the extractor. And we're using the rug doctor, and it has a brush, so it's going to also fluff the carpets up. What we're not going to do is we're not going to carpet rake this because
I'm going to put my bonnet.
We're actually getting in here ahead of the maintenance being finished and all, so it's going to be definitely, this carpet's going to get walked on a lot. So what we're going to have to do is when everything's done, we're going to have to come back and probably post vacuum this, and we'll rake it then.
We're using a new pad that's only been used like 2 times, so they operate different than ones that have been broken in. It's a nice pad stuff, but
see how this spot looks here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. It's got dye in the carpet, so you never know. We may not get it out because it's been dyed in.
Yeah.
If we get it out, there's going to be a real heavy blonde bleach spot that's going to show up instead.
I think it's just a bleach spot.
It is now.
Yeah, they're not concerned with it. I mean, it's one of those things. If we can get it to look a little nicer, that's fine. If not, they don't care. This carpet was new when these people moved in, so it's probably a year old, and they did not take very good care of it. When I went around with the Dyson last night, when you went behind the doors and everything, there was still the fuzz and everything from when the carpet was installed, so they never vacuumed the whole year they were here. They never bothered to vacuum that up. So if you don't vacuum your carpets for a year, you're going to wear them out really bad with all the sand and grit and everything that you get into the fibers. So in other words, they're not wanting to replace this carpet yet. It's too new.
When we get down, it'll look pretty good. Except for that bleach spot. When the carpet's totally dry, that may not look half bad either. We got it pretty wet now because we got a pre-spray put down on it with this bonnet cleaner.
Yeah, and stuff like that is something the steamer doesn't do anything for you, so
not really.
We're not going to do any steaming on it or anything.
No.
Well, these Orecks really work good for pre-scrubbing. You can use the carpet brush if you want to, or you can use the pad. When you use the pad, you are going to absorb some of the stuff that you're going over. But we're not really scrubbing it hard with the bonnet. We're not trying to absorb everything. We're going to do that with an extractor.
I prefer scrubbing with the bonnet because it does do some absorption and it hits harder than those brushes. We've got the orange brushes and the black brushes, and the orange ones we can't get to work. They're so stiff that the machine won't push. It won't pull and pull. It'll just try to tip over.
Yeah, you have to break them in a lot.
Oh yeah. So we use those on hard floors only. But the black ones, they work really good for carpets. But we just like using the pads. But the bonnet's a lot better.
Well, the whole bonnet's scrubbing, so you have the whole surface.
Yeah.
12 inches across. With the brush, you just have the outside. They have bristles on the outside edges.
Yeah, the brushes,
so
they're built like a donut.
Yeah, so they're not as aggressive.
But
they were good.
You got the whole surface hitting. You got 12 inches of circular, like a pizza pan on instead of a donut. It's better.
But it is going to soak up some of your pre-spray. So if you don't want any of your pre-spray soaked up, and you want to leave it in the carpet to do its magic, then you can use the brush, and that way you're not absorbing
anything. Or you can pre-spray again before you extract if you feel urgent about it. Truth is, if it soaks up your pre-spray, but it's cleaned the carpet at the same time, that's not that big a deal. The carpet's clean, you just need to do a rinse with your extractor anyways. So, boy, that's a bomb spot. So anyway, that's it for this room. The other room's not real dirty, so I don't think we're going to do it on video. We might, but
yeah, we end up.
Talking about it right now because it's kind of.
It's not going to be too big of a deal. It's really hard to shoot video in these smaller rooms because you're bumping into each other, and it's easier to see what's going on if you can stand back a ways from the equipment. And in these small rooms, you have to get too close all the time, and there's too much movement. So we're just going to clean this room and not put a video up on it. But we'll show the extraction in this room here in a little bit. That's going to be a separate video. But this is the pre-scrubbing video. So that's all for this one. Alright, we're going to be scrubbing these carpets. We're going to extract them afterwards, but we're going to scrub these carpets real good because they were pretty dirty when we vacuumed. So go ahead and we got one spot right here you can kind of see, and the manager thinks that they bleached the carpet accidentally and tried to cover it up with some dye of some sort. So we'll see what happens to that, if anything. There's definitely a mismatched color there. He's already done the closets.
Yeah, we don't do the closets on camera. Those two